Well, welcome back to the channel everybody. If you're seeing this video, this project must have worked out okay. This is in preparation for the 1,000 subscriber mark, so I must have hit that. That's pretty insane. Within, I don't know, I'm not even sure when I'll hit it, but it's probably about 8 months time. Well, within 8 months. So yeah, it's racing ahead, so I need to start this project now. Basically what I've got here is this huge chunk of boulder. And you can see here it's got a pretty nice face, so I'll just chuck some water on it so you can have a look. Some real nice, weird pattern kind of thing going on here. Basically just want to kind of polish this one up here, and on the base here, I'm going to turn it into like a YouTube play button. So YouTube, on Wikipedia, so I don't know how reliable it is, the 1,000 subscriber mark is actually called the Opal milestone. So that's just perfect for the channel. So down on the bottom, I'm going to make it look kind of like a YouTube play button, the little triangle there, and I might even try, I mean you guys have already seen the result, but I might even try to put in the channel name at the bottom there, just below it. And yeah, it'll basically be a nice piece that kind of sits there like this, flip it over, and it's got a little YouTube thing on the bottom. So we'll see how it goes. If it fails, this video won't see the light of day, but we'll start off with a little bit of Sintered Diamond just across the surface. And then we'll have to go to the Nova tips, polishing this because it's such a porous piece of Boulder Opal. I'm not going to be able to use the cerium oxide all that effectively, so we might not even get a full final polish on it. Or you can use the cerium oxide, but it gets caught in all of these little pores here. And then I've got the classic electric toothbrush, an old one that I used to use, but the battery unit in it's pretty dead, so it doesn't hold charge for longer than a couple minutes. So you can get that in there and you can get all the stuff out. It works, but you're not going to get the best finish. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't like resin treating stuff, so yeah, I don't really go with that. But this could be a long-term project, so I've got to get stuck in now. I'm only a few subs away, so let's get cracking. Holy moly, this is taking a long time. I really should have gone with my initial choice, which was going to be using a piece of Endermuka matrix for this, because you can carve whatever you want in that, treat it, and you're all good. Boulder, just because I love it so much, I decided to go with it, but it is being difficult. So the face, I've just gotten rid of a lot of the sharp edges, so I could hit it with a Nova now, but I'm going to drop down to the high grit diamond sintered. On the bottom here, you can see the little YouTube play button. Now there's a little bit of a hole over here where there was a bit of soft ironstone, a bit of mud. So I want to plug that somehow. I might have to mix up a little bit of opal, a little bit of ironstone dust and mix it in with some epoxy and put that in there. And then here's the little Roy's Rocks logo on the back. It's difficult, to say the least, to get this done. Because of the Boulder Opal, see these little lines here? They are incredibly hard, and when you're using the point of your Sintered Diamond, it actually pushes down into the ironstone, so keeping it under control is a bit difficult. You can see the double R is sitting there, it's pretty nice, but looking at it, what I think I'm going to do with both the bottom here and this is I'm going to fill that in with a bit of dyed epoxy, I reckon. I might not have time. 1,000 subscribers is racing towards me faster than I can get this done. So I might just colour it in with a bit of texture or paint or something. But I reckon if I got a dyed bit of epoxy like I'm making a doublet and just rub that in there then polished it off, it would look pretty good. So I'll have to work out whether I've got anything lying around that I can do that with. I'm pretty sure I've got the supplies. And I'll probably do it here in the bottom as well after I patch up that little hole. Though I could possibly... Nah, if I grind it back it'll end up hitting the logo. So yeah. Little play button. Up here I've just once again taken off a lot of the sharp edges with the coarse diamond. I'll use the higher grit diamond on it. I'm not going to bore out each of these little bits. I like the pattern. I like everything about this boulder actually. Under the really harsh bright light it doesn't look as good, but under the dark light this nice deep blue purple vein stuff looks really cool. And if one day I hate this little logo and the YouTube play button, which is kind of a joke that I need for the 1,000 subscribers, I could always cut that off because this opal, this blue pattern here, may continue just underneath all this ironstone here. So that's always an option into the future, but oh, I kind of like these lines and stuff. I think I might just have to make this a little bit deeper and just leave it at that. I just love Boulder. I hate doing too much to it, so I don't think I will black epoxy that. I'm not sure yet. You guys will know because you've already seen the final product. But right now, I don't know. I'm just going to tidy up the face here, tidy up the back here, and maybe leave it at that. Oh, I do like that little lightning bolt going through the R's. It just makes them harder to see though. Alright, maybe I will leave them there like that. But this needs polishing. If it doesn't polish really well, I could always treat it with a bit of super glue. I'm not sure if I'll do that or not. It's too early to tell right now. But let's keep working on it. Otherwise we're not going to get it done. No time for talking, let's go. Well, I don't know whether to say it's unfortunate or fortunate, but I've already hit 1,000 subscribers, so I have to stop it here. What I've done is basically gone through all the Nova bits, polished up this exposed opal, the veins, but I haven't had a chance to decide whether I'm going to clean these holes out, or because it's not taking a great polish because it's so uneven. I was also thinking about using a super glue to seal it all up and then polish the glue, which probably would be the best way to make it the best looking specimen possible. I mean, it's got such beautiful blue crystal veins all throughout it. I did love this piece when I saw it on eBay. This is the last opal I've bought on eBay. It's a very rare thing to see me on eBay buying opal, but yeah, basically just use the Nova bits up to 3000, which gives it this nice little pre-polish. There's a nice pocket over here with some green veins, if I can keep that in focus. But the symbol here, I want to etch it a little bit deeper. I reckon a little bit deeper, and then instead of using what I've done here, which is just a black texture, I just want to fill that in with a black dyed epoxy and make that nice and flush, because it's fairly angular at the moment. And then here, I actually think that I can probably get a piece of opal and inlay that into this boulder. It's not an uncommon thing to do. It's actually pretty nice. I was going to just fill it in completely with a resin, similar to here, but I reckon if I got a nice little opal there, maybe a curvipede, then we would have a nice underside, and it wouldn't get overly scuffed. I'd make sure to make it a little bit recessed off the edge, so when it is sitting there like this, and I flip it over, that face doesn't get scuffed every time I flip it back. So yeah, crazy, already at 1,000, so you would have already seen this appear on the channel. But that's alright, part 1, we've got it up to this stage. I'll have to just run with the video with it like this in its semi-finished stage, and at least it gives me time to stop and think about it, and I might inlay an opal here, resin patch that up, and maybe just coat the entire thing with a super glue and polish that, because it is very porous. I mean, there's holes everywhere that I can chuck my fingernail into. You saw it during the carving. Every now and then I could get the tip of the Nova in there and just clear out a little bit. But the crystal veins themselves are beautiful and blue, except for this section over here, which is a nice little green little section just here. There's this weird little nut just sitting here, which is, I don't know, a bit unusual. A lot of dirt pockets still around the place, which would be nice to just seal it all over with a bit of glue. Yeah, I don't know. It's a specimen, it's not jewelry, so I can really do whatever I want with it. And it's more of a symbolism thing than anything else. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I wish I had a bit more time. I thought I'd have a bit more time, but the last 50 subs came in a matter of days, and I thought I might have a week or two. Which is great, really, so can't complain. It is what it is. And we will continue working on this at some stage into the future. I'll probably not do it straight away, as I need to find a piece that is suitable for that. But once I do, we'll be back onto it. So yeah, 1,000 subscribers, let's keep going.